Okay, Halloween. It has been a little while. Can you see all the things? Can you see? You can see. Okay. Let's look at some of the stuff here that we have. Some of the stuff we have to work with here. I glued a bunch of these. I don't know if I did all of them. Did I glue it? All of them? Oh, that one was fun. I had fun with that one. This one was fun. This was my first one last year. And I remember that because I was so lost. So some of those negatives that I showed you that I said I was excited to use, I made into shakers. But I didn't glue them properly, so the little leaves are like stuck in there. But it was fun, you know. I made this into a shaker. See, some of the stuff moves a little bit. But yeah, so I did that with the negatives. And I have some other ideas for those. I started a scavenger hunt. We'll work on some of that this year. So scavenger hunting. This was taped onto here, I believe. And this must be for my next leg of my scavenger hunt. Here's all the prompts. And I have random paint there. This, it split, the book split right there, but I'm not too worried about it. Oh, you got to rip off the piece. This is my fall page. I got to do a collection because I do, every year I do collections, but I've already done pumpkins, skulls.
Is that mine?
Yeah, you got boograms last year.
No, this.
Oh, yeah, you did that too.
When?
Last year.
I don't remember doing it.
Yeah, man. You did this too. My haunted house.
I remember that. Nice.
Nice. All right, so what do we look through first? Oh, yesterday I did this while I was editing a video. So I guess if I could find my scissors, which are apparently gone, I gotta put away. I just took apart a whole bunch of wallpaper books, and my hands are aching. So I had to take a break from that. So I thought I would glue instead and use my hands for gluey things instead of tear-aparty things. I don't know where my scissors are. May, did you take my scissors? Are you lying? I am going to have to do some kind of organizing though, because like, and luckily I have millions of things to organize into. I just went through all of my organizational crap that I cannot get rid of right now because I cannot get rid of it because I have to finish my building, and I'm not getting rid of any of that stuff until I know what furniture I'm getting and what stuff I'm gonna put in here, you know, when it's completed. So, yeah. We can look through our things, see if there's anything we want to cut out, see what's already cut out, because I think I have a bag in this bag of smalls. I gotta find a place for him, too. I like your hilarious man. One of my children wrote that. I don't know which one.
Wait, let me see.
I got these things.
I can recognize my handwriting. That isn't mine.
No, I didn't. I thought it might have been Lillian's.
Yeah, that's definitely Lillian's.
Okay.
Because it's weird.
And because I don't know how much you write hilarious. Elvis Scissorhands. I don't know what I should do. Maybe I'll do spiders this year. I don't know if I did one of spiders. I did a page of spiders. No, I didn't.
You did set up the spiders. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it down on a white piece, and I'm going to wet it.
Okay.
Is that fine if the white piece is wet?
Yeah.
They're gonna go back home anyway, right?
Yeah, that's fine, honey.
And they hope it's sick.
Okay, some of my cut stuff. I'm gonna look through my big pictures and see if there's anything I want to add into this from my big pictures. I didn't even go through like half of my stuff and look at all of the things that I found that I want to use. So, all right, so I got this big pile of crap. Let's get a painty paper. Let's get some painty paper down or something. Okay. Oh my God, that just fell out. I have this one of Jennifer Lopez. We might make her into art because I really don't like Jennifer Lopez anymore. Ever since I watched the Diddy stuff. I mean, holy cow. That woman is guilty. That woman is guilty as hell. This is falling apart right here. I'm going to have to glue this back. We're going to do a quick, no, we're going to plane it first because I'm going to need to clamp it for the repairing. Okay. For the reparations. I don't have any scissors. I'm doing this scissorlessly. So I have this. I have these here that I really like, and I kind of want to give it some kind of falliness to kind of blend it, but I don't know what I have for some good yellow heavy painted paper. This is nice. Gold. Gold is always nice, right? So if I ripped this, what's the matter? Hey, can you come grab me those red scissors in my cart and bring it into me, please? Because I don't know where my blue ones went for in here. Let me see. Gotta trim the borders. Vera is decorating my window. I will include a picture of it at the end, right, May? We'll show the picture. I bought a ton of window clings, which you saw in my, Halloween inventory. And I said, you know what? Why don't I put my window clings on my windows? So that's what Vera's doing for me. She helped decorate some on my filing cabinet. I like to add stickers onto my filing cabinet. So, Vera put a bunch of them that I had, like those vinyl water bottle stickers that are waterproof and whatever. Well, I had a ton because I bought a package of them on Amazon, and when you buy a package of them, they come in like packages of 87,000. So, I've only used a few of them in a few years. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to put them on my filing cabinet. If I want more stickers, I'll just pay the few bucks and get some more stickers. So we did that. We decorated. I'm trying to really stuff this into the gutter because it's a little bit bigger than the book still. So we stuck the stickers down. That was fun. She did a good job with that. I still have a ton of stickers, and I still have a ton of real estate on the filing cabinet, so it'll be, it'll take a little while to finish it up. Vera's singing about tacos. You're crazy.
Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos,
Let's see. I have some people that come off the edge of the page. What do I have? Let's see.
I only need a few more stickers till this thing's done.
This guy, maybe? I like this guy. One place to get really cool images. I'm not kidding. Gay magazines have great images.
I already peeled off the big sticker
Okay,
to it.
this guy.
The first
He's not going to work. He's not going to work right there. He's not. He might work over here if I get something. But he is not going to work. I thought he was flat. He is not flat all the way down. I don't know why. I got this lady. I don't really like her for this either. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to have come off the edge of that. I colored in this maze. The goblins crawl up from the netherworld to look for victims to take back with them. I'm going to cut this out. I have been designing my own planner to use. I purchased a planner on Etsy after scouring, you know, it's a download, like, you know, to print myself. After scouring for 300 years for a planner on Etsy. And I ended up settling on one. And it's fine, but it's not going to give me everything I want. Okay, May. Shh. It's not going to give me everything I want in a planner. So I said, you know what, I'm going to try designing. I'm going to, you know, see how that one is laid out and then lay mine out in a way that'll work for me. So I started, and it started off pretty easy. It started off pretty good. I was like, oh, okay, you know, this is nice. And I think I have, no, you can go see what your dad and your sister need. I just cut the wrong thing.
Really?
Yep.
Did I make you do it?
No, I was talking. So I designed my very first layout, and now I just have to make it so that it has all of the, you know, I'm going to make it up for the week to week so that I don't have to worry about writing it in, because I'm typing it on my computer. I can just type it in, you know. So I'm going to do that. I already screwed it up, so just keep going with it, Malia. Just keep going. I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I need something in the background. So yeah, that was like a thing. You know, I had fun with that. It's not bad. I'm having a good time with it. It's just very brain power consuming. You know, it's taking up a lot of my brain power. So I have to do a lot of thinking, which is fine for some people, but sometimes too much thinking is just rough for me. So I've been doing it in small chunks, but I've got to get it done by the end of the month because my last planner I started last year on October 1st. I don't know why. I was buying a planner set from Amazon, which is awesome and perfect and wonderful. But there's other things that I want to start keeping track of, and the Amazon planner doesn't offer that for me. And the Etsy planner does offer that for me, but I don't, if I'm going to do something, I want to be able to do it all on one sheet. So what I mean is I want a meal planning section for my week, but in the one that I purchased on Etsy, it's a separate area. Well, the one I designed, I've got slots on each day for the meals, so I can figure out each day what I'm going to do for a meal. And then I have a section on the bottom of my pages just for my cleaning schedule, so I can figure out which cleaning chores I need to get done that week. And I have a crumb in here from my wallpaper book, so I got to try and miss it every time I take a sip. So I have a section for cleaning, and then I have a section on each one for my budget, so I know what expenses I have each week, you know, because in the course of a month, for instance, my car insurance, I pay it once every 6 months, but it's like the day that I have to pay it sneaks up on me every time. So if I write it in on the monthly part and on the weekly part, it won't be so much of a shocker when that week comes up and I say, oh, okay, yeah, I knew this was coming. You know, so I got a budget part. And then I've got a part just for a shopping list because I have shopping lists all over. I have it on my fridge. I have a list going on my table. That easily gets buried, you know, so I'm sorry, I'm really rambling on about this, but it's been, you know, it's been on my mind. I've been trying to figure out ways that I can organize my thoughts a little bit better, because I seem to forget more than I remember. And if I write it down, and if I have one home base place to write everything down, it would make my life much easier, because I've been using a notebook and I've been trying to remember to carry it around with me, but I'm going to kind of use this planner also as a wallet. It's like, I bought the planner itself on Amazon. I will link the one I bought. It is an A5 size, and I love it. And it does have slots that you can put things in to create it into sort of a wallet. So I am going to do that so that I carry it around with me. Because I don't know about you, but I do a lot of my thinking when I'm out of the house. So for instance, when we go somewhere and Brian's driving, I come up with all these ideas and remember things I have to get done. And if I had a place that I could just say, oh, let me just jot this down real quick, so when I get home, I remember, you know, then it would just make my life easier. And it seems like every year not every year. Last year's the only year I really stopped using the planner. I kind of just stopped. Not last year. Within my last planner year, I kind of just stopped using it. But I really do like to use it, you know. I really do like to have that system of the writing downing. Dude, lost my letters. Lost my words. Lost my frickin' words. If they're on my floor, they are long gone, because I can't. My floor is covered in small pieces of paper from, oh, here they are. My floor is covered in small pieces of paper from cutting up those wallpaper books. This is just getting in the swing of the fall journal. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I have no vision here yet, you know. This is kind of how it starts for me. I kind of just start crafting, and then the visions will start to form somewhere in the nether regions of my brain. I do have some great forest ideas, though. I was watching Beth Schuler last night. I will link her channel. She does live streams a few times a week. So I was watching her last night, and what do I want to use on this? I wish I had colored pencils right here, but I don't. This is a colored pencil bag from Temu. It is fine. I actually bought it though for markers, and the slots are way too small for markers. So colored pencils it is. What color do I want to use on here? Probably a black, right? But I don't have a ton of colored pencils. You know, I've got some Prismacolors, you know, a few Prismacolors. Or dark gray. We'll use black, because black's probably going to look dark gray on this paint. So yeah, can you still see what I'm doing? Oh, look, you can see what I'm doing. So I have some Prismacolors, but they're in their own nice little tin, you know. So this paint is all still wet, so it's not liking this marker, this paint, this glue that I glued this page on. And because the page is a crappy encyclopedia page of very poor quality, dictionary, whatever the hell the page is, let's grab an eye pencil. Oh, that's not an eye pencil. I use eye pencils in my art on the regular, okay? They are nice. These ones here, I got them on clearance at Dollar Tree, or Dollar General, I think. I think I got them for 75 cents a pencil, and it comes with its own sharpener. So, winnie, chicken dinny. So if you do this with your pencil, right, this is going to suck because I don't know what this paper is going to do, and then you rub it, the oil from your fingers makes it nice and smudgy. Okay. Smudgy. And I like smudgy. you know, and the type of art that I do. Smudgy is just fine. And my messy, scrappy art. So I kind of screwed up there, but hey, that's okay. That is okay. I kind of got a lot of it on the words. But I can kind of rub some of it off here so you can read it. Let's make this dirty with what I have left on my fingers. There are pencils you can buy, art pencils that do this, which is nice because you can get a ton of different colors. But I'm fine with this, and then, you know, I find different colors along the way and do the same thing with them. So it is a-okay with me to just do this. I don't know what else I'm gonna put here. I don't have any small things out really that I'm gonna bother with at this very moment in time. Zipping up the wrong thing here. I mean, I guess I could look through some of my stuff just to finish it off. You know, I'd like to finish it off. If I took some of my ribbon, maybe I've got like a stripy type ribbon to use. Like, oh, I've got this leafy crap right here, right? Leafy crap to the rescue. And I can kind of, no, I can't get it to go to the edge of the page and cover the edge of the paper at the same time. So we are gonna just glue it to this. Because it's a ribbon, I tend to put a lot of glue because fabrics are weird sometimes, especially on glossy or painted surfaces. Like a fabric ribbon can be kind of strange. In my experience anyway. Although the Aleene's works pretty good. The Aleene's does keep it pretty well put. You know, stays put with the Aleene's pretty well. I'm going to have to organize this stuff sooner rather than later if I really have any intentions of doing some massive crafting this year in this thing. And I'm really hoping to craft more in it. I'm really hoping I don't get sick this year. So please, you know, give me some juju so that I stay healthy. Send me some of your good juju to keep me healthy. What if I put this on here with a piece of thread or some such thing? Piece of ribbon, piece of orange, this orange crap. I don't really have anything orange on this particular page though. So maybe if I used some of the black ribbon from my skeletons here, I can just rip it out of the skeletons and cut a piece of it off and tie it into my leafy, right? Tie it into here. Come on, stop getting caught. Like such. Make a knot. I'll make a knot kind of far down. I got some really good, I don't know why I just thought of this. I was thinking ahead. I got some really good Christmas charms to do things with this year for Christmas. So we'll have that to play with. We'll have that stuff to do. And I'm thinking about putting together like Christmas dangle packs to make your own Christmas dangles, because I've got a ton of Christmas beads that I bought on Amazon a few years back. That I bought on Amazon like the days after Christmas sales. Well, Amazon had one that particular year, and they have not had another one since. So kind of bummed. That I've seen on the things that I purchase. I haven't seen anything. So yeah. Let me just write 9, 8, 25. That I have seen. Anyway, so, you know. Yeah. But I'm going to put her here, I think. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. You know, they might still have something, but I bought so many that one time that I have not bought any more because I have maxed out my Christmas beadageness. So I might put together, so if you think that's something people would be interested in, let me know what you think, because I am interested to know what you're interested in, interestingly. Because I can include chain, you know, a clasp of some sort, some type of clip. I use claw clips or whatever. I use whatever clips I have to make them. And I would include a handful of jump rings too, so that you can jump ring things together. I would make a whole dangle situation, you know. But yeah, I got them along. It was not last, it might have been 3 Christmases ago. It might have been Christmas of 22 even. Because it was after Christmas. I know that much because I said, well, I'm going to put them away. And I sorted them out and I put them all away, and it was very nice. But, yeah. Now, what can we have in her hand? I'm going to pull her thumb up because I'm going to put something in her hand. What could I put in her stinking hand? Ooh, where's that little skull? I had that little skull. Where did you go, little skull? That's kind of small, though. Might need a bigger skull. I need a larger skull piece. I need a larger chunk of head. Oh, maybe this one here? Like this. That one's too big. That's one of my Timmy skulls. If you're looking for skull die cuts out of really good paper, let me know, because I got some, and this is out of a Timmy scrapbook pad. I had a bunch of those. What about this guy? This guy could be laying in her hand. I don't know what he is, but I kind of like that. I like the contrast of the bright colors of him to the dark colors of her, and I need to find something to cover all these words on her because I do not like them. So I was thinking something going over her, maybe something smoky, or I don't know. We're gonna have to think of something here. We might have to go through something. Think, Malia, think. I don't know how to color. I don't know how to paint smoke. I mean, I guess I could wing it, but if it's turning into a collage I like, do I want to ruin it by winging something? You know? There, she's holding this plant dude. There we go. Right behind her thumb there. What could I cover this with? What could I cover? I'm going to try it. We're going to just try doing some kind of clouds, I guess. Maybe I'll grab paint. Maybe I'll just grab paint. We're going to see how this goes. Okay, I grabbed a gray. I grabbed white. And I grabbed iridescent medium. Because who doesn't want their clouds to be, woo, shimmery, shiny? And now I need a stinking brush. It's so funny because like everywhere I go in here is just smash, crash. Okay, I don't have any water. We're going to just wing it. Don't overmix things, Malia, like you tend to do. It's like clouds, I guess. It's magic. See, this is why I'm never afraid to cut things out, even if there's going to be words across it, because you just do something stupid like this to cover it up, and then that's that. Let's find somewhere to slap this rest of this purr to paint down. Let's see. How about right here? Just pancreas is an endocrine organ. Well, now it's a cloudy, iridescent-y organ. You know, I'm probably going to have to sit like this and hold this while this dries. I really didn't think this through. Cover up this guy. Nobody cares about your pancreas. I'm sick of pancreases. What an awful organ. It causes so much trouble for everybody that I know that has one. Including my own. I think my own pancreas causes me problems. My dad's killed him, which is, you know, very not nice of it to do. And mine, I just have general digestion problems, and I think a lot of it comes from however your pancreas behaves, you know. So like my husband's on enzymes. He has to be on digestive enzymes now for his poorly performing pancreas. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is supposed to happen here, but that's going to be that. What else can I put up here? I guess I could put the skull. What if I put the skull up here at the crossroads of this? Scissors, you're going to have to stay here for a minute while this dries, because I'm going to put this skull down. This is like the smoking skull. Get it? Instead of the smoking gun. The smoking skull. Is YouTube's algorithm censoring things yet? I'm trying to figure out my trigger words for things like TikTok, because there's certain words you say and they really stop showing your stuff. So, you know, like the virus, that's one thing. The virus that we all know and love. That's one thing that all the social medias, they don't show you anymore. They don't show you if you mention that, you know, thing. So there's that. There's, you know, a lot of times if you talk badly about anything political in any sense, they get you for that. That's the end of that. I need my scissors, man. Well, it's okay. This doesn't want to close, so I don't think we're going to have a problem keeping that open. We're going to just cut this roughly. This is something, I mean, I did this in 2020, I did this with Beth in her Roll-A-Monster. But I also have to cut out that this is this hilarious man. The sun's coming out. It was so gloomy this morning. It was really, the sky looked really weird. Yeah, so she did the Roll-A-Monster. I did a few Roll-A-Monsters with her, which was fun. And I wanted to put him in here someplace. So if I come up with a planner system that works in my printable planner, Is it something I should sell as a digital file? I mean, I'm trying to figure out if it is, you know, an organizational system that other people want, you know, to have it all in one place. And then you can download the more intense versions. Like I've got, in that one thing that I bought, it's got some intense budgeting sections and financial planning and, you know, workout, fitness planning. It's got like some intense sections with multiple pages. I mean, you would need a planner like the size of Texas to fit all of this stuff in, you know? So I don't know how I should do it, because I kind of just want something simple, but that has all the things that I need, you know? So I don't know. And then the really crappy part is where I'm designing the planner, I have to, in order to test it, you know, I print a test page and then I cut it to see if it's gonna fit, you know, and I have a hole puncher that's meant for those planners, even though there's one hole that it's off one hole, and I could change it has the place to put the little puncher for that hole, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna have to punch one of the holes. I'm gonna have to do myself. But so every time I want to print out a test, which is something I'm used to doing from graphic design work, you got to print out your test because your computer screen's never accurate to what you're actually looking at. So every time I print out a test, I have to download the individual file, lay it out in some stupid program, you know, which what I use is OpenOffice because it's free. So that's my layout program, which is buggy in itself. Okay, has its own set of issues because it's an old version, because I cannot download a new version, because I cannot update my laptop, and the new version will not be supported on my device. Okay, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in my life. I'm without any support. So yeah, that's, you know, that's a thing. I'm gonna paint some more on here, I guess. Blob, blob, blob. So yeah, that's a thing that I deal with now. So I got to get the new, I got to just take the plunge. There's one I'm looking at. It is refurbished on eBay. I might as well just buy it because I can finance it through my PayPal. Whoa. And it's interest free for 6 months, and I could have that paid off. You know, it's like $500. I can do that in 6 months. So yeah. Mix some of the iridescent stuff in down here. Ooh, look, a scrap piece. And we'll just be plain old magic down here. This book is not friendly for off-the-edge painting because the pages are not lined up. Paint, paint, paint. I'm going to have a lot, so we're going to do this on the next page. But I might as well just take the plunge. The only reason I haven't is because I'll be switching from an Apple laptop to an Android laptop. And I don't know what that's going to do for file, you know, conversion. So it's going to take a long time for me to convert all my files so that they're accessible to the Android. Because one thing about Apple is when you start something on an Apple and then you save it, even if it's on like an external hard drive and even if it's a JPEG, it doesn't transfer over to another system. You have to format the disk, which, you know, would be the external hard drive that I have. You have to format it and then do it, which is like way nice. So super awesome to do. I don't know. I've read up on how to do it so that it's, you know, more effective. But I'm going to have to empty off one of my other flash drives to save the files onto, or multiple. I might have to use multiple flash drives, so I have no idea. I have no idea. So that, you know, you understand now why I haven't taken that plunge, because it's really a crapshoot of a situation, and it's not going to be any fun. Has anybody ever glued onto wet paint before? Come on. Dry. Dry. I'm going to make it dry. Okay, that's going to be whatever it is. All right. I like my Rambo heat gun. As Shelly calls it, her Rambo heat gun. I like my Rambo heat gun. That was a Christmas present from my family because I needed a heat gun that I could change speed and temperature. I didn't just want one. And it's not everything I ever dreamed of, but it's definitely does what I needed to do for right now. I don't, the size of it is kind of inconvenient when you're storing things, but that means I gotta just make a little bit of extra room for my Rambo heat gun. Shelly had her Rambo heat gun. I was using Brian's Ryobi one, which is super powerful. Just this one's super powerful too. But this one has like different heads, so you can aim your wind in different places. But even the low setting is pretty powerful wind. And it blows things on my desk around, which is not fun, Octospike to the rescue. I might put Elvis over here too. Elvis Scissorhands, maybe we'll put him. Maybe we'll put him on this other page. Elvis Scissorhands. Might as well go gray all the way around, right? Might as well just live in a cloud with my monsters. Try not to put too much because I don't have another page to add to. Plop. I've made a mess of my iridescent medium now. And I'm not adding more. Whatever this is going to be whatever it is. Okay? I'm just going to tell you right now. Not adding more. Which I will have enough. I'll have enough. But I got to pull the page up so I don't get it all over Abraham Lincoln over there on this page. Abraham Lincoln and his seance. I did not know Abraham Lincoln was a metaphysical man. And then down here in the corner, down here. Good enough, man. Good freaking enough. Now we'll dry this side. I made a mess on this page anyway. Look at it. I'm going to have to put a border on here of some sort. I'm going to have to glue something down over this whole thing. Where are you, Eddie boy? Elvis boy? I am going to cut out the Elvis scissor hand separately. We're going to just give him a little rough cut. It's nice to finally have a home for these guys. It's nice to finally have a home for my homies. Because they've been banging around in here since 2020. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm really liking the fall energy this year. It's really, because it cooled off so quickly here. So September feels like, September to me. I grew up in New England, so this is regular September weather, 70s and 80s, the beginning of the month, mid 70s, dry. September usually dries out pretty good. It used to anyway. When I was a kid, I do think the weather has shifted like a month. I think October is more when fall starts in most places now, and you know, winter tends to go in more like till April instead of March, like it was when I was a kid in New England. But there were some years that we had winter until May, so I can't really. We had gotten some good April snowstorms. We had an April Fool storm one time. 3 feet of snow. I'll never forget it. My dad, who worked for the highway department, he was gone for like 3 days straight plowing. So I remember that. I remember I had no school. I didn't have school for a few days. And I slept over my friend's house up the road, and I stayed there the whole time. Through the whole situation. The whole storm. It was fun. Now they don't cancel school for 3 days up there. Oh my God, you get 3 feet of snow, you're out for a day. You know? Elvis, scissor hands. Elvis. Almost dropped it. I hate my chair. Did I mention that? Did I mention I was supposed to have my chair repaired? And they sent me another piston, and the box came ripped and the piston was out. They claim it was like a good faith situation. I think I mentioned it, but it was supposed to be a warranty thing because this thing is under warranty for 3 years, supposedly, and it's only been 2 years since I bought it. So they're like, oh, well, in good faith, we'll send you a piston. So the shipment, the FedEx screwed the shipment up, which I should have known it was going to be screwed up because it got lost for a few days, where it just showed that it was in Charlotte for days. Like, you know, it didn't move. So it got lost in Charlotte, and maybe I'll make some more monsters and we'll put it on this page. So it was lost in Charlotte, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, it starts moving again, and it ends up here. And when it ends up here, the box is totally destroyed. And the, there's a hole. There's a piston-sized hole in the side of the box, which was wonderful. It was just a lovely thing. I like this with the automobile. We'll rip this side with the avocado. This is going to be our border piece. To fix my screw up here. Guess I'm going to have to rip this down even more. That's okay. We'll put this somewhere else. This strippy. Like this. That's going to have to be what it is, because I just screwed that right up. I don't even know what time it is. We have Girl Scouts tonight. Our first meeting back, which we have to talk about. The Girl Scouts are taking a trip to Savannah in October, so we have to discuss that, because I need to know what the situation is, because it's like a girls trip. So if we're going, I need to know about, like, if we're going to carpool or if we're going to just wing it on our own. See, I can just stick this on this side and it'll be like matchy. So hopefully everybody that's going is going to be there tonight, and we can figure out some carpool situations. I mean, if I have to take my own car, I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, let me just throw that out there. Totally okay with taking my own car. But if anybody wants to join up, I like these people enough. You know, we get along good enough. I trust them enough to carpool, you know. So, alrighty. We're going to call it a day with this stuff. I will be back with more Halloween things, but I got other things I gotta do. So I love you all. Ta-ta for now.
This is our Thanksgiving fall window. We got turkeys, books, coffee, pie. We even got this gnome. Got multiple. Oh, that's my turkey. Got
What are the turkeys' names?
This one's named Bob, and this one's named Cholula. We have coffee, pie. We got gnome. Oh, a gnome right there. A gnome right there. And oh, where's the third gnome?
Okay, that's good.
Okay, goodbye.